everyone, and welcome. This is Jackie and our fabulous Amber Region leaders joining today. We have on the third week of December. Anyway, it's December 15th, I believe, today, and we are 16th, and we are kicking off the second half of our December, the final 2 weeks of 2020 or 2019 awaits you. So we are excited to have you here today. Leaders, future leaders. I saw some of our new leaders out there, Miss Liz and others that are here talking about goal achieving. This is taking our action planning we did 2 weeks ago and turning it into goal setting and taking action. So today, leaders, grab your calendars, grab your action, grab your brochure, and grab your notebook because this is your leader meeting part 2. So as we kick into the month, again, the last 2 weeks, for those of you that might be listening to this recording, you don't know who I am or what this is, but you're seeing this in a poster on Facebook or in WhatsApp. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Jackie Geisinger. We represent myself and all of our leaders and future leaders with us live today, the Amber region, which is the United States English market. So we'll be proudly sporting the Amber region colors at national conference. This is our big kickoff to meet and see 300, 400, 500 of our Jafra Amber region consultants and leaders. So I am one of your, right now we have 9 regional leadership development directors. And our role is really helping leaders develop leaders. We are here helping our leaders achieve their goal, helping them achieve the goals of their consultants to grow into their own leadership team as well. So I want to say welcome. I want to say thank you for joining me today, whether you're listening to the recording or you're live. The value of always attending live is you can have some Q&A. You can get any questions you have answered, you can share. So we're gonna just have some fun today as we do our final leader meeting in 2019. So we did something really cool. Last week I was at your home office with the sales team and your whole home office team, getting ready for national conference and some of the new things we have planned for you in 2020. And we also, the week before that, the first week of December, had an incredible team at the Legacy Week of 2019. This was at Jan Day's home. You can see Estelle Day over there in the plaid jacket and blonde hair. And joining her are all of these incredible top leaders. Some of them were there because they are currently our district manager level 3s through ambassadors. Some of them were there because they were part of the 2019 President's Club. And some of them were there because they were the Jan Day recipient award recipients. So we had this incredible week, the legacy leaders, the best of the best in our 63-year journey to today that were there joining together with a week with your home office team and an entire day that we got to play and be fed incredible training at Jan and Frank's home, now called the Legacy Home. So I've asked these ladies, some of them are with us today, to just join and share really quick, what was it like? What was the experience like that week? What are they seeing that they're most excited about in Jafra? And just the training, incredible training and networking they had at the Jan Day home. So let me take us back to our live audience and let's see who's with us, who is at the Legacy home. So, all right out there, I see a couple of you. So raise your hand and unmute yourself if you'd like to go ahead and share what your experience was like. Take it away, ladies, don't be shy. Go ahead, Marilyn, I saw you unmute. Go ahead, I'll grab you first, go for it.
Well, I realized that there was something that I didn't share at an earlier call with Janice Group, I believe. But so many things happened, but one thing that happened is we planted a tree there at the house, a memorial tree, but it was combined with a flag raising. The U.S. flag was raised over the Legacy House, and Judith herself gave us quite a compliment. She said, Jafra started in the USA. We are a USA-based company. And it just brought some pride back to us because sometimes we think, oh my word, the Spanish group is so much larger. Other countries are huge. But Jafra started in the USA. The roots are here in the USA, and the roots are really here in the Legacy House. It was wonderful. I saw a picture of my promoting manager who came from a town of 150 people in Midwest Illinois. And here's her picture in the Jan Day Legacy House. It was really kind of a kickoff. Jan knew where to identify talent. And she saw in this little lady who seldom drove, her husband drove her to parties, and she saw in her the possibility of really building that whole area. And I feel that's what happened. So it was really neat to see those kind of unthought of things that aren't on stage, but they're there and they're important. It was great.
I love it. Thank you so much. That tree and the flag, it really is about Jafra being the USA. We started here, and guess what? You're the fastest growing country. Of all of the 17 countries with Jafra, you are fastest growing. You're whipping Mexico. Not that that's good. We want them to grow too, but really, truly 12% growth. And I will tell you this, we've been working with a pilot program we'll tell you more about in 2020 with Dana and Neil Phillips. And to be able to see 12% growth in a direct selling company, multi-level marketing company, it's not out there. So you better be shouting loud from those hilltops you see in Janet's backyard there. But it really, truly is something to be proud about. We are the fastest growing direct selling company right now, and invite people to your team every day. So it really is so exciting for the new decade as we enter 2020 to say, this is it. We started here, and guess what's happening? Imagine by the 65th anniversary, how incredible it's going to be such a big part of starting in the US and being the fastest growing country in the Jafra Company brand. So love that. Thank you, Marilyn. Janet, I saw you unmute yourself. Go for it.
It was very touching. I mean, I have a long history with Jafra, of course, but I think the thing that really got me was that we have leadership now that truly is as close to Jan as we've ever had, and a incredibly talented person in Judith. And the one heart, one Jafra. I mean, Jan, you know, when Jan and Frank were running the company, Jan always told us, you know, classes. She was talking about meeting enough people to build the business. And Frank always said, darling, don't work so hard, because just bring in other people. And it was the combination of the two that worked so synergistically to build the company. And I think we need to remember that, because we talk about Jan, but Jan's message was always parties. And it wasn't and Frank's message was always sponsoring. So I think when you go to you demonstrate, you know, you can't swim with one arm, you know, you've got to have both sides, and it takes both sides. So, but I just think the heart is bigger than ever in Jafra.
It is. It's why when I say, and I'm not joking when I say this, call every consultant, invite them to national conference. You cannot make up what this is going to be. I was crying last week seeing a quick preview. You will never see something like this. We've never had it. Remember Hudita's used to having 5,000, 50,000 people at an event? We're talking a show, a really big show. You will forever be changed, as will anybody that attends. It's nothing you've ever seen, because Hudith, believe me, she knows what she knows. She's amazing because she operates from here. So you said it perfectly. Thank you, Janet. So Helen, what would you like to share?
Okay. Honestly, it was just magical. I've been to Jan's house many times before, but to walk in, honest, it was just like you could feel her there. And Frank too, when we went in the bedroom, was like Frank was laying right there in that bed. And Marilyn said a lot that I was going to say. I love the raising of the flag. That was very, very memorable. I mean, Judith was there every single second with us. She had her hands on everything. It's so nice to have somebody who's the top care about us so much. She gave us a lot of information. It was really exciting because they did a whole fragrance presentation for us. And they used all of these little props to show us that what we could actually do to show the fragrances, and gave us all the background. And honestly, I came home and I was excited about sharing fragrance, and I've sold a set.
It was incredible training. Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Right?
incredible training.
Oh,
And you know what? And she said a couple of things. She said, make sure that you tell everybody what they see in this month's brochure won't be there next month. And that is something that I had never told people before. And she also talked about leaders and developing leaders. And we had the special guest speaker, and that was excellent. I mean, thank you, Jackie. I just am honored to have been asked. It was really a privilege.
well, thank you and congrats. If you think, ladies, that was amazing fragrance training, wait till you see conference. Oh my gosh. You'll be trained on all different departments, but this fragrance training is, I can't even imagine it. Every time we have fragrance, it just gets better, right? Like, look at the fragrance bars you all started to do, right? Now what we learned there with food and different presentations, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But this is out of this world. This is a production like you can't even imagine. I can't believe it's 1:39, to be really honest, to go. It is incredible. So anyway, you caught me on the fragrance thing. It just made my heart happy. And then I saw more and I said, you've got to be kidding me. There's more, there's better, OMG. So look out. Hujith is just bringing you the best, the best, the best. And you all deserve to be there. So thank you.
Jack, wait, can I say something? Every time we turned around, we got a gift. Seriously, I came home with so many gifts. I mean, Ray said, really, they gave you that? They gave you this? Yes, we got all of these wonderful gifts. I mean, it was exciting. So I'll shut up.
Oh, no, thank you. It was. The gifts were fun. All right. Thank you so much. Jackie, take it away.
Can you hear me? I'm using these weird headphones.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So I was blown out of the water by the Jan Day house. I have been there a couple times before, but not since it's been finished. And I loved seeing everybody talking about it who had been there before, because in every room, everybody has a memory about, I was here with Jan when she did this, or I remember when I was with so-and-so, they did that. And I loved seeing all of that, but I love knowing that we're creating that for the next generation. And I'm totally going to cry right now. But as I was walking through that place with Norma, and I was thinking, because Norma hadn't been there before, we're creating these memories that we get to pass down. And next time I go, I'm going to have people like Liz is going to be there with me, and my new leadership team is coming, and I'm going to be able to share with them. I remember when I was here with Norma, and I remember when I stood here by the flag with Estelle Day, and our boots were stuck in the mud, but we wanted to stand by the flagpole so bad. We didn't care that we almost fell down the mountain of Malibu with mud up to our kneecaps. Like, we were so excited. And they just put in the beauty bar, and they're improving it. They're going to put more lighting there. So that's something when we come back, we'll be able to see that. And I can say I was a part of that design, and there's so many amazing things going on that we get to share with each other. So we are making new memories too. So all of the things that everybody shared now becomes a piece of me that I get to pass along to the next generation. So I'm so excited for you guys to see that. And if you've already seen it, just continue sharing all those amazing stories, because it makes our company real. We're not a brand. We're not a logo. We have a heart, and this business was created by two amazing people. So that just makes us so different, and I'm so proud of us.
And we still have Estelle, right? Right? She's just as amazing. So it's just so wonderful. So thank you for sharing that. It's so true. You will hear more at conference about what the home will be for. So you'll find out who gets to go next. Remember, it's Leaders Developing Leaders. So we've had the ambassadors there and the district directors, the Jan Day, the President's Club. So again, you can see how exclusive this house is and who it's for. And we will give more announcements to what's ahead for 2020 at National Conference for the Legacy Home. So thank you, Jackie. All right, Miss Anna, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go
Thank
for it.
you.
Thank you.
So much of what's already been said, I experienced as well, and I don't want to echo. Let me move this. I really have to say, I felt like I had gone home, and in my heart, and I cried. I was kind of surprised. Just it kind of gave me why I joined Jafra, why I did what I did for all the years, because of the influence of those two people who cared about us and every woman that's ever walked across the Jafra floor, coming into the company. And the generosity was wild. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like, how am I going to get all this home? And Jafra has always been generous, but maybe because it was a small group, I don't know, but it was like down to the vanilla cupcake. I said, okay, this is, how am I going to relate this to fragrance? But it was delicious, and I got it. It gives me, it's the first time in many, many years, I would say it's probably I don't say this with any disrespect, but probably Judith is the person who's come along beside Jan. That was the leader of our company, that she gets it. And we didn't have to know that Jan got it because Jan created it with Frank. And that was, it relaxed me. It was like, wow, this is what I came to. This is why I joined Jafra. And every detail was taken care of. Never had so much food, trust me, and company. It was wonderful. I don't know if Jackie's going to say this, but I was a little blown away because I heard the stats with the company, but we had an 11% increase. And I had a 15% income increase. I knew it was good, but I hadn't figured out those things. And I'm amazed, excited, and ready to do more and promote a director or two. I'd like to share just one little quick thing. I met with some of my team last week, and we had lunch. And I told them a few things, and one of them that I recalled was Hudi said, leadership is something like this. When you prepare a meal for people you love, but you don't have all the ingredients, you manage to figure out how to make that delicious with what you have. And I was so proud of my team when I told that story, and they said, or you go find out where you look for it, and you improvise, but you make it delicious for the people you love. And maybe it was food or whatever, but I felt that was simple but astoundingly brilliant. She's a brilliant woman that I don't know how she wears all the hats. And I listened to her as we said many different things. We were honored to be able to share our hearts. And as she said things, she listened to every person, and she answered everyone in a beautiful way, even if she maybe didn't agree with what we were saying. And I thought I could learn from that, to listen, even though it may not happen, something I want, with such respect that, except for being exhausted, I was very inspired, and I'm so grateful to have had the experience, and I'm excited to bring people back. Now I want to take my team and watch their faces experience these things. So thank you for letting me share, Jackie.
Thank you so much. It's so true. Reach out to your team, make calls. Maybe you have people who were leaders in the past, invite them back. It's your call, your belief. Now, so they open the new year, right? those consultants, maybe they haven't ordered in a while. Not to say you need to order. I invite you to come shop with Jafra. You've got 50%. I want to help you get your cabinets ready for the new you, the new face of you in 2020. Let me help you. Let's invite you to the new Jafra. Come take a look. Take a drive. We've got a new company. We do. It's old and new at the same time, and something you can't imagine. You calling and saying, come sit at my table at conference. I want you there. We're going to go see this new together. It will blow their minds. So your calls, I love that. I love that you want to bring people back. I get those words. Sometimes when we don't feel so good, it's hard to invite, right? Now it's like, come home to Jafra. Come back. Come with us. And let's go. This new decade is all new. Everything. And it took an incredible leader like Udith, who has the best vision I've ever seen as a president and general manager, whatever you call, and literally the heart that goes with it, but brilliant. You said it so well, Anna. Thank you. I've got Pat and I've got Norma. So take it away, Miss Pat. Did you want to add something?
Well, hello, everyone. It was an incredible journey from the beginning to the end. It was an exceptional experience. And I know that everyone who's going to be at conference is going to feel what we felt at Westlake from the time we had our pickup at the airport to come through, the red carpet laid down, the purple carpet laid down for us. It was just incredible. And all that they've said is true. I love the raising of the flag. There was something that incredible happened about pride, to be prideful of the USA, because this is where Jafra started in the United States. And it's worldwide, but we have to really get out there and keep it moving, just keep bringing people in, letting them know that they too can have the same dreams that we have. I remember when we used to go to conferences long ago, they would call JTIs and a whole lot of other things. And we would go into our room and we would have a gift waiting for us on our beds when we came back. It was like that. That purple and, the black and white polka dot was scarves that you saw us wearing. That was another one of our gifts. One of Jan's favorite things was polka dots. And the whole Legacy House was white and black. Even the pictures on the wall that may have been in color were turned to black and white. And it was so elegant. I was on cloud 29. I had someone by my side the whole time. Oh, they wouldn't let you carry your bags. They took your bags. They took this. They did this. Laid everything out for you. And like they said, the food was like off the hook. And Judith, I call her Judith. Sometimes Huda. She said it doesn't matter how you call her, but she's the same person, and she's a wonderful, caring person. Estelle, you'll see Estelle. Estelle is Jan Day's granddaughter, is hilarious. She's just reminded me so much of Jan Day. To the point of sitting on people's laps and kicking her legs. It was just amazing. The training that IEF gave us on fragrances, again, just to piggyback on that, talk about fragrance with food. And they showed the layers, the top layer, the mid layer, the heart, and the bottom notes. It was incredible how they took food. We just kept eating and eating and eating, and there were beautiful, the decorations were gorgeous, beautiful Christmas trees, I think 3 gorgeous Christmas trees, and we had a gift under every tree in the house. And not only that, Jackie was wonderful. She was steadily giving us little gifts from herself personally also, and keeping us really excited, so that when I came home, my conversations are not very short when I was telling people about the Legacy House, but bringing people back in, and just through the excitement, I had 3 more consultants to sign up for conference that I wouldn't even dream that they would come to conference. So, I was just really excited about that. And I know that the airfares have dropped tremendously. Bunk up together by any means necessary. Try to be at conference. Encourage one more person, even if you encourage just one more person to come to conference with you. It's going to be remarkable. It's amazing. So, yeah.
It is. Thank you for that. It's awesome. So it's true. We have, by the way, we have paid for 450 English materials, and we have 300 registered. All right. And every regional's on a blitz calling week this week. And there's 500 seats left. Just FYI. When they're gone, they're gone. So I hope we can get 150 more. I can't describe it. I've never even pictured Jafra having an event like this. It is millions of dollars we're investing because we know this is the it for next year. Nothing will kick off your success more than this one thing. If you can't go because you have a vacation or whatever, call your team. Pat said it perfectly. Just one more. Who's ever there, look out. Remember your first event? This experience of the legacy home, the food, the gifts, the training, the shows, the experience. I can't even believe it. You're going to see speakers. We have 2 of the best trainers and speakers in the industry, from motivation to brilliance on how to do this business today. You can't afford to go see these people. Are you kidding? $139. I'm still in awe. You cannot believe it. I'm not telling you who it is until contracts are signed. You're going to go crazy. 2, not 1, 2. An opening training and a closing. It is incredible. Literally, every person will see their business different and do it different. Old school, new school. So I can't stop saying national conference because this legacy home is a piece of how the details you have never experienced. Like literally, I was crying in our 1 hour pre. I was crying for you to be sitting there with your team, watching their faces, going, oh my gosh, I had no idea this was Jafra. So keep going, ladies. This is a big week from your heart. As Pat said, invite them. Change your conversation. Let them decide. If they say they can't afford to, find a way to help them run that business and get there. It is worth every hour. Look at your priorities of calls, inviting consultants to be a part of staying active with Jafra, opening the new year so they're 50% next month, just like this month. Being a leader in the next 2 weeks. Why not? We've seen leaders promote, like Jackie Elves with Markia, had a party, and in one night they became a team. This is Hannah had it happen, right, Hannah? So having a team of 5 sponsored at one party, right, Hannah? So we heard that on our webinar 2 weeks ago. Believe, reach out. Your voice is the difference. It's your voice and your belief. As Pat said, your conversations really matter. So I know we're getting close on time, but I don't want to leave out Norma. And I saw Jan pop on. So can you add one more little layer to it, Miss Norma and Miss Jan?
Sure. First of all, I'm very honored to have been able to attend. It was a inspiring trip from the home office to Jan Day's house, the Legacy House. Estelle is an incredible host. She knew every detail of every room, what took place when, because she will live with her grandma for a while. The training that we got, it's already been said, from the fragrance, and then Quinn's training that she did there just reached me more than the videos that are on Insiders. It's not comparable. I was in awe of that. I picked up a lot of tips from that. Eating lunch overlooking the ocean was incredible. And then it was just every room, had details. it's just awesome. And I'm just waiting, excited to know what it is I have to do next year to take my team there. And they're already excited. So I'm sure we're up for the challenge.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
All right, Miss Jan Iverson, and your final words are.
Well, it was wonderful, and like everybody said, it was. I love Judith. I love what she's doing with the company, but really, the company is us. You know, all the team, all the consultants, all of us who have been friends. And I looked, you know, it was like, as it always is, anytime there's a conference or a trip, it's like being together with your sisters, and it's just wonderful, and we truly love each other. And I think of Linda Mitchley when she was at conference in Austin and said, we're living the dream, and we're living the dream, and we need to allow others to have that dream too, like we did. We came in, we worked hard, and all these years later, we have these beautiful friendships. We've traveled the world, we've made good money, and we've lived our lives the way most people dream about living their lives. And just going, you know, and sitting, like somebody said, sitting on the patio, having lunch, and out, it was a gorgeous day, and seeing the ocean, and here in the sky was a Goodyear blimp that was going by, and it just was like a symbol of, it's going to be a good year. And I just really believe that, and we need to work together as a team and truly do the best we can to bring this general market back where it was when Jan was there. So that's it.
Thank
I'm crying.
you. Thank you so much, Jan. Thank you to each of you for sharing. And thank you for an incredible week. My happiness was seeing you all so happy. Literally, it was amazing. And wow, take that times 100% more at national conference with your teams, getting to experience as close to the legacy home as we get. But there's so much new that they're going to hear. We're going to treat your VIPs, by the way, literally VIPs, in a really cool, groovy way. You're going to love every bit about how we make people feel special. And that's what Legacy House was. That's what conference is. So thank you, everyone, for sharing. I wanted you each to be able to share that experience so you can set that vision for all of us to want to be there, but it's also a piece of conference. So let me take you to a part of your leadership today. So let's get back to my screen. And sorry, let me get my slideshow ready to go. So here we go. So again, thank you to each and every one of you, Lori, Mary, Pat, Helen, Sally, Jackie, Kathy, Norma, Janet, Marilyn, Anna, Jan, Beatrice, and Rosa that were there that incredible week, 14 of us hanging out constantly, having so many great new memories as well. I wanted to take us back just a bit. Don't get stuck on looking at too many numbers, but I love that Jan said this at the end. The Amber region, again, one of our goals is to grow the Amber region. So overall, the company has growth, and we have great potential to grow the general market. So we've really kind of had a flat year. So that being said, what grows a market? This is your district, it's the same. What grows a branch? It's the same. It's people. It's keeping your consultants active, meaning they're ordering once every 4 months. It's, again, helping those who want to make income, like Jan talked about, by doing parties, getting people together to experience beauty and business. But the key to growth is always leaders developing leaders. We saw that throughout all of the Legacy Week. So the only purpose to the slide, you can look more at it when you get the slides, But what did we do in November? I've got to say what I'm so excited about is we had a turnaround. So we had a great year. In February and March of this year, we had some great things happening. We had our peak of our sales, our peak of our sponsor. We were looking at Los Cabos, the Disney trip. Everything was really, really growing. And so just overall in the state of business, just like you analyze your reports, like Anna was sharing her growth of 11%, her team growth 15%, her income, that's exactly what we do as a region. So what you will know is that we have a goal every month of sponsoring first, because new consultants grow our consultant base, right? And then keeping our consultants active. What we find is if they're not placing orders once every 4 months, they buy less and less Jafra and are at risk of going away. Most, by the time they hit month 9, don't come back. So there's a reason those reports have I's for inactives, P for pre-inactive, A for active. What we're doing with the 50% last month and this month is giving you a cause and effect to call each of them and invite them to get back to the Jafra products, 500 of them that they joined for. Why did we join? Why did they join? Let us help you get your items ready in your house, so that you have everything you need for everyone in your family to open the new year with new Jafra products. So reaching out, helping them stay actively ordering, and giving them 50% this month is a big part to that, and it's a start to the VIP club. So when we take a look here, what did we do in November? So bear with me, I'll just kind of point where we're going. In November, we had 152 sponsors. Our best months again were this winter, where we had over 230 on average during February and March. And then we saw a lot of that declining. We came back, we're hitting the 150 and above. Our goal every month to meet our targets and our growth targets is 163 every month. So this month is our big opportunity to have that again in December. When we have that, we have a chance to grow our active base. You grow that by keeping people active and sponsoring new and having leaders. I don't remember who said that. Janet. Jan and Frank had that vision. Don't work so hard as a manager. The key is finding others who want more ways to have more income and helping them grow their team. Having them have those experiences like the legacy home that Jackie talked about, that she can picture Liz and she can picture her new managers coming with her to that home now. Now it's leaders developing leaders and building their dreams and visions and experiences. The best part of this is we actually grew our active consultant base. This was the first month since last spring. So how does that happen? We started in January of 2019 with 7,900 active consultants. So I wanted to show you what we look at. Why do number of orders matter? Because that's the number of consultants. We need a number of consultants ordering. That means they're staying active, they're engaged, they're buying more Jafra. The more they buy, the more they start to share. So it's a buy and share, right? So the more products we use, the more we want to tell people. So our beginning consultant base and in January, 7,900. When we started in November, here's what happened from January to November. We started with 7,349 consultants. We added 152 new. We activated, meaning they came in with an order, 145 of those sponsors. Then we reactivated with the 50% last month, inactives and pre-inactives, 752 consultants. But guess what? We lost 888. Right? So that means they went inactive. They're at risk to starting to use less and less Jafra or share less and less. So we ended the month with a base growth of 9. Yeah, baby. I don't care. You put the brakes on, we're going up, we're not going down. So I'm proud of that. Congratulations. Your phone calls, your Facebook Lives, your voice messages, your video texting, inviting them to shop and save and get the Jafra products in their home to save the most money and time for them and their family, and holiday shop. So those messages matter. This is a big week for them to be able, they won't be shutting down till maybe next Monday when we hit the 23rd if they're celebrating the holidays. But remember, not everybody celebrates the holidays. People will still be joining Jafra. People will still be ordering Jafra because they need their products. We have incredible offers in December only, as you heard Pat talked about. It's exclusive to this month. Those offers will not be there next month. And again, what remaining sales items you have from our Winter Wonderland sale. So the good news is we had that growth. We had over 3,300 consultants ordering. That's awesome out of our 7,300. That's great. That's 45% of our consultant base did activity. You have that with your reports. You might have so many consultants, but how many ordered? That's your activity base. Years ago, you might remember this. I remember training. Our goal was to get this to 75%. So there's a window of communication opportunity, especially in a month where the best gift is 50% for everyone, not 40, but 50% with their 400. So a great time to reach out and thank them. Thank them for being on your team. Thank them for 2019. Invite them to order and save. Maybe have daily shopping shows on Zoom to help your consultants go through the book, choose their products, and get their orders in with 50%. This week and the week between Christmas and New Year's is a great time to connect, host parties for your team, to just come and update their shopping catalog. Maybe you could buy the full portfolio, and at the end of the month, have shopping days, and they get a gift if they come with a guest. So maybe they can sponsor someone and come to your house and give them the fall winter brochure and update all their formulas, do their orders right there on the computer. So whether it's this week they're ordering or the last week, have a strategy and plan to help them order and bring someone along that maybe perhaps could look at new income in 2020. So all of those sales netted us to be number 2, by the way, in number of orders. We tied for second place. We hit 100% of our number of orders goals. Congratulations. That means you had increase in income like Anna shared she had. So that's a big deal. We also had something really exciting. This here is the number of first-time new managers promoted throughout the year. We started the year with 220 leaders. It has dropped down to 207, I think is where we dropped down to. But guess what? We had it. The brakes are on. We got to turn up. So we're going in the positive realm here. This is super exciting. This is the second column. The number of re-qualified managers. They were former, they came back. Some will go in and out, some hadn't been here for a long time. Look what happened. Again, you can see the totals. So then we total up. So you can see the new managers are re-qualified this year. We have 111. We had 43 first-time new, like Liz, who's with us today. Then we have losses. They lost their branch. So those grace periods really matter. Calling them, helping them. I can tell you leaders don't want to lose their title. They just need some TLC, like many of you do, calling those when they get one grace period too. They don't want to not get their commission check either. So we had 111 promoted, 91 losses. The good news is we netted ahead about 20. So right now, between all of that movement, we're at about 224 leaders right now. So you can see the numbers are a little off because some of them moved to the Hispanic market. So that happens, right? Or they come from the Hispanic market to the general market. So you might see some variables that throw the numbers, but right now we're at 224 leaders December 1st. This is that opportunity Jan Iverson talked about. How do you grow your income, your district? It's new leaders who are always bringing in new consultants and serving their consultants to stay active and encouraging them to, again, order monthly, order every other month, so they're always at their best with 40 and 50%. So I wanted to do that And I will be helping you in 2020. We're going to do some report time. If you need one-on-one help to analyze your own business, I want to spend some time helping you. The best part of November that makes my heart so happy is this. In April, due to all the March promotions, we had the best leader growth. We grew 16 leaders with 6 first-time new, and we didn't lose any for 4 months because we didn't have grace periods, right? We removed them all and everybody got a clean slate. So that was a good month for us, right? We had 16 in growth. But look at this. With grace periods and losses, we only lost 4 leaders in November, and we grew 6 first-time new, second highest month of the year. 12 came back, the highest year of requalified, or second highest again of requalified. And so we netted 14 managers in growth. So yay to each and every one of you. I'm going to go on Facebook Live later today. I'll do some random appreciation drawings because we did hit some of our goals of from all leaders. Because we hit the number of orders goals, we'll do a drawing for those who hit their number of orders goals and amongst all of our leaders, because our goal is 10 new leaders a month, and we did it. So you did it. So congratulations to all of you. As that takes us next, we've talked about 2 weeks ago, our action planning leader meeting was about the importance of goal setting. And we gave you a great tool to use at your monthly meetings for monthly team goals, goal getting and goal setting. And as you know, people who have goals are 10 times more successful than those without goals. If you don't see your goals in front of you, chances of succeeding go down 10 times less. So this is so important that the first day of each month, you have goal setting time with your builders, your leaders, and those willing to work their business for a result. Amber region, these are your December goals. 20 new leaders, new and requalified. Who can you make a call to? I left a message. We have 67 former managers from this year. 67. They haven't requalified yet. I left them a voicemail on Thursday saying, come on back. Make this your month so you open the new decade, you open the new 2020 back as a leader. We want you back. We miss you, and you deserve a whole new opportunity in 2020. Start as a team leader. Do the same, leaders. Call them. Give them the opportunity to say yes now. Jaffra's given their team 50%. We've got $19 kits for new consultants joining this month. We also have the goal to continue 163 new activated consultants. We've done it twice this year. That's when we were always in the top 3 in ranking amongst 11 regions. Active base is, again, having over 3,000 consultants. November was one of our best months with over 3,300 ordering consultants. When we achieve over 3,000 again this month, we'll be record-breaking and achieving our quarterly and our annual year-end goals for Jaffra. That will put Amber Region back into growth. Every call, every conversation matters. So you can see our goal is also when our consultants are ordering, we sponsor, we develop some new leaders who get their team up and going again, we will hit the consultant active base. So I don't take a lot of time to share our goals or how we come up with that or what we've been doing, but I wanted to pause today because our topic this month is goal setting. So thank you for giving me that time. I hope that helps you. And my goal is to help you achieve your goals in 2020. We will have visionary goal dates for those that would like to work with reports and setting goals. So stay tuned when we launch our 2020 planning calendar. I want to just take a quick pause and take you to some recognition. I love our leader recognition, of course. So I'm going to stop my recording really quick, and then I will go back to recording one more time because I love to do this recognition and record a little bit of it and send it to the consultants that we see in recognition. They will get my newsletter of our national recognition as well as this recording. So please know, we'll take this first segment, I'll then do the recognition, and then I'll record your leader education piece in our final section. So bear with me really quick as I go to my recording and stop.